this video, I'm going to show you a shortcut for replacing formulas on your spreadsheet with the actual values from the cells. There are times you'll want to remove the underlying formulas in the cells and just keep the results. For example, if you look at this spreadsheet, column C is pretty much a duplicate of column B. The difference is the names in column C are in title case. The way we got that to work is if I double click on cell C2, there's a proper function in there. And what the proper function is doing is it's taking the contents of another cell, so in this case cell B2, and it's making it proper case or title case. This definitely looks a lot better than column B, and it also means that I can probably delete column B. I don't need it anymore. It's redundant. So I'm going to select column B, right-click, and delete. Okay, that didn't work very well. The reason is, if I take a look at the function that's in column B, so I'll double-click cell B2, the proper function is now referring to a cell that doesn't exist anymore. Let me undo what I just did. Let's make sure the proper function is back. Yep. Okay, the way to fix this is to convert the functions that are in these cells into the actual contents of the cells. So I just want the names left, not the functions. You could do this the long way by selecting the column, copying the contents, so I'll right-click and copy, and then going up to the Paste Special, the drop-down, and selecting Paste Values. It looks like this didn't do anything, but if I were to double-click in cell C2, you can see it's the name that's left, not the function anymore. This works well, but there's a shortcut. So I'm going to undo what I just did. The shortcut is to select the column, place your cursor on any border. It doesn't matter if it's the right border, the left border, top or bottom, but when you put your cursor on one of the borders, you'll see that it turns to a four-headed arrow. Hold your right mouse button down and don't let go. Drag the contents of this column outside of the column. It doesn't matter whether you drag right or left, but make sure that you drag the contents outside the column and then back onto column C again, and let go of your right mouse button. A quick menu will appear. I'm going to choose Copy here as values only. Now if I double click in cell C2, you can see it's just the names. The functions are gone. This was much quicker than the Paste Special. Let's try column I. So if we look over at the grades, column I is a sum function that sums the subgrades, so the essays, the midterms, the seminars that the students have been writing. I've decided I don't really need the essays and midterms and seminars. I just want to be left with the final grade and the letter equivalent. The problem is, again, if I delete columns D to H, we're going to have a problem with our functions. So I'm going to undo what I just did, and we will do the same Paste Special option with the drag and drop. So I'll select column I, put my cursor on the border, hold down the right mouse button, drag outside of column I, then back into column I, and let go of the right mouse button. And we'll choose Copy here as values only. Now the sum function's gone and we're left with just the value of the cell, which means I can now delete columns D to H and not have a problem. I think this is a great shortcut feature and I use it a lot. It'll definitely save you time when you want to copy your formulas into their static results or their values. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you want to discover many more tips and tricks, Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a thing. And if you would like information on how to attend one of our courses or talk to someone about software consulting or database support, hang tight and the information will pop up on your screen.